Hello, Hannah. Soul Dr. Nick here. And today I want to talk a little bit about sales. And I want to talk about sales from a whole different lens. And I'm so grateful for some of the people closest to me who've worked in sales, who helped me to see this. It's like, oh, they're not afraid of hearing no. They're not afraid of just saying something and being clear and direct. And then I've got some people who are close to me right now who are stepping into sales roles. And I've got people in my world who I'm trying to invite to become better salespeople because they're amazing connectors. They're like, oh my God, you should work with Nick. You should do this. You should do that. And I'm saying, that's the beginning. That's a connecting piece. But what about actually stepping into sales and being willing to help someone across the finish line, not just to be interested, but to actually say yes, and then be willing to receive an exchange of money for this amazing service you've provided. And so I'm looking at it for myself, for a lot of people who are stepping into the world, I can see now how beneficial it is to step into a sales role, because it's such a practice in putting myself out there. So even me right now, what I'm doing, a big part of it is the sales. Whether it's for this Ohana breath online every 2 weeks, or whether it's for the personal private work that I do. And part of it is having the group stuff so easy, so accessible, and still, there's still barriers to showing up. And then the other side, people who are like, oh, I really want to work deep with you, Nick. I'm ready to go, all this. It's like, it's almost such a sticker shock for many of them. We're like, oh, we're looking at the thousands. Okay. Now do I really want it? Am I really willing to invest that in myself and have that kind of change? And for me, it's helping myself and someone else be so clear and direct. No attachment, yes or no. I'm willing to invest in the time and energy and effort, and I already know it's going to create exponential change. That's the fun thing that happens. And that's the fun thing when you can step into sales from a different way, where you realize, oh my God, I really believe and trust in this product, so to speak. And please, if you're looking at sales, I invite you to look at something you really believe in. And if it's not, then practice looking at it from that lens. Okay, I may not fully believe in this, but I'm going to practice noticing what comes up for me. Because that's just it. It's the stories. For me in my work, I can say, because it's such an alignment with what I do, that it's practicing being in alignment, being clear, being direct, knowing the worth, knowing the value for someone, and knowing that I'm not trying to close a sale. Rather, I'm trying to get clear, is this the connection that wants to be made right now? And be very clear if it's not, be willing to say that. Be willing to say that. And in so doing, the magic happens then. The magic happens like, my job is just to say it and then let it go. And then if someone really wants to walk through and step through, and I want them to step through as well, to assist them. Sometimes there's a little bit of hand holding to help see them and see the barriers that come up. And sales, especially if there's this almost either messiness or dirtiness around money, around making money. And it's funny, some people, it's like, oh, I feel bad because if I'm connecting someone and making money, and I realize it took me a while to help myself see, and now I can help others see, it's such a value and a valuable service to have experienced something and be able to share it with someone else and make that connection. How many of us want something, we just don't know where to get it, who's reliable, and there's no better way than talking with someone you trust who's already experienced it and can tell you their version to give you more confidence that it's going to affect you in the way that you want. And that's what we want more of. More people who are connecting, but not just connecting, actually connecting for that final step. Because quite often now, I talk about, and my family talks about, we just want things done. And it's so lovely when something happens so quickly because we have a connection point that we trust, and then we don't have to search, we don't have to look at reviews. And these days too, with all the fake reviews, with all the scams and everything else, there's nothing quite like having the human-to-human connection. So if you find yourself starting out wondering what kind of job to take, really inviting you to take a sales role, because learning how to sell and connect and have that belief and being able to be with no, so different. Know that for myself, I'm still practicing the sales role, practicing being with no's, because I recognize that's one of my almost wounds. And then practicing being with stepping into business fully, right? Stepping into ownership without attachment. So enjoy playing with this idea of sales. Looking forward to hearing from you. Looking forward to all the yeses and all the nos that show up. Ciao for now.